and Co.
Patrick, what's up, man?
Woo!
Dude, what's going on? And
Oh,
any of you guys drinking peach tea?
the
No, not today.
virgin peach tea. But no, just water today. Trying
That's
to
good.
rehydrate.
Yeah. What's I heard you guys just went camping.
We did just go camping.
Yeah.
Did a little weekend quick trip. You
We'll
know,
sleep in the woods, you know?
Yeah.
it's about all it was. We got done with rehearsal at like 9 p.m. and it was already dark, and we just went and stared at a fire for several hours. Got in the tent. And it was just
was
an
it.
excuse to sleep outside. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, I don't think I've ever gone camping. I've
Whoa.
Wow.
other than like a backyard tent deal and like
Oh, man. Camping is like the thing to do in the Midwest.
yeah.
This is like what you do.
Yeah. So you guys are Southern Illinois, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we're like 8 miles from the Indiana border and probably 50-ish miles from Kentucky.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you're kind of like almost smack dab in the middle.
Yeah.
As far as the country's concerned, I mean, we're like so
Pretty centrally.
centrally located. It's
Yeah.
it's really convenient.
Yeah. I know a lot of your the lyrics in your music are there are a lot of pine trees.
I like pine trees.
Yeah.
Pine trees are good.
Yeah, it's like out here we have the Pine Barrens and like there's like people that live in there, like call them pineys. It's just like it's just a huge forest.
And you're in
Wow.
Texas, right?
No, I'm in Delaware.
Oh, Delaware.
Delaware.
Okay. Sorry, I
Yeah.
must have been thinking of Calbo.
Yeah, he's in Texas. Yeah, a lot of people do assume that I do live in Texas, and it's funny when I tell them Delaware, and they're like, "What? How did that happen?" I'm like, Exactly. That's what the whole channel's about. Is
That's what it
like
is.
being up here in the Northeast, like stuff like what you guys are doing and all. That's not a thing on our airways.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really cool. It's been a really cool thing to find like music that like you absolutely love, because I've just thought stuff like that was gone. You know what I mean? Like who does
Yeah.
Southern rock
Right.
well anymore? If you're listening to commercial radio, if someone doesn't say, "Hey man, you need to check out Money Creek," and man, there's a lot of guys doing it. Oh man, you guys might even know them, like them Dirty Roses.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We
Yeah.
know those boys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're fun. I'm pretty sure the last time I threw up was with them.
Yeah. Same,
Yeah,
same actually.
That'll happen.
Yeah,
We
Oh, God.
yeah. I mean, we might as well get into it early. But we
Oh.
we played 3 shows with those guys last year, and the second of the 3, I believe, we both got rained on during both of our sets. I mean, Andrew's Helix or whatever he was using went down because of the rain.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wes ran back to the van and grabbed his digital, his rig, and we got on stage and hooked him up real quick so the show
Yeah.
could keep going and whatever. So fast forward to the end of the show, we had a bunch of people back for the after party to the little bar that was right there, and yeah, it started off with a Malort shot and just kept going, and I don't really yeah, I don't really drink a lot. None of us really drink a whole lot.
Right.
A drink or two here and there, but nothing against it. But those boys were drinking, and we were drinking, and I just remember Josh. Josh
Oh,
was
man.
operating the van that
I was
night because
Wriggling 17-point turn, man. Like
I was a little too far gone to be running the van, and we got back to the hotel, and Josh did about a 17-point turn, and that was just enough to push me over the edge. And
man.
I don't even think the van stopped before I
It
dove
didn't.
out, and I was in the
Unlock
front
the door.
grass, of the hotel,
Face down.
face down,
Face down.
just
Man.
yeah, lost everything that I had consumed in the last 24 hours. And then me and James
didn't
and Frank.
sleep.
No, I mean, from there, I felt great. Went to the room, got cleaned up, and met James and Frank back downstairs outside. And we watched the sun come up and just talked about everything from conspiracies to the music industry, you know?
Nice.
And that was it. And we got breakfast and disappeared. But yeah, those boys are great.
Yeah. It's
Go fellas.
for a while. I thought Frank was a identical twin because I was talking to him. It bounced. I can't even remember what I was talking to him about. And he said, "Nah, man, that's my brother." I was like, "Man, no, you're the lead singer. What do you mean, brother? Oh, you must be a twin." And then next thing you know, people are like, "No, that's his brother, the drummer." I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you know what is?" Yeah, somebody actually they ashed the cigarette. I was watching Silverado, and the ashes went in my mouth, and I started. And I ran out. I was like, "Oh my god! If anybody sees me," I was at mile zero. I was like, "If anybody sees me throwing up, and they let me back in." And next thing you know, Frank's there, patting my back. He's like, "Come on, man, we throw up all the time.
Yeah.
We're gonna feel." He was like, "Stop being shy. Let it out. Stop being shy." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Dude, I'm doing the."
Yeah.
I'm doing the best. I'm doing the best I can do right now, and not make a scene. And
Oh man.
oh god, it was so funny. And then it was like all night. I just couldn't get that taste out of my mouth. But they were great. They were great. It was
Yeah.
just-
Yeah, man.
They're really
But,
fun. They definitely
yeah.
know how to have a good time.
yeah.
And some of the sweetest dudes, you know.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Like you said, Frank helped you holding your hair back,
Yeah.
man. He's
Yeah.
he's there for support.
Come on, man. Let's do
Oh.
this.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah.
That's a good Frank impression.
That you got that.
Yeah, but it's so you guys are you guys currently in the recording studio
We're
or getting ready to?
yeah, we're getting ready to. We definitely are due for it. And you know, just trying to find the right time to get in there with just enough time to get in there and not rush ourselves.
Yeah.
But I think we're trying to before the end of the year for sure.
Nice. How did Broken Heart and DUI do for you guys? Because I love that song.
I'm so glad you love it. It's done okay. It wasn't our best release, but I'd say it was probably number 3 or 4 out of the, you know, I don't know, 18 to 20 songs we have out.
Yeah. Does the crowd go absolutely bonkers when that comes? Because it's such a cool anthem type song.
It definitely gets them riled
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's one that they're singing and dancing to every night for sure.
Yeah, there
That's
is a
cool.
line dance made to it.
Really?
That is
Yeah.
true. That is
People
true.
line dance to your music? How
Yeah.
They
how
do.
did that come about?
My wife got into line dancing, and her and some friends made. Originally, it was for Fighters and Lovers, and then they made one for DUI when it came out. Actually, they made it for the release party when we released everything, and yeah, and they get people to come and join in on it all the time. I mean, it's kind of funny to watch from stage, seeing people dance to your music. There's a particular spot in Fighters and Lovers where it kicks up and they're really animated with their movements. Yeah, it makes me hit a little harder at the end of the night, I think. Just
Nice.
like giving it to them.
That night at speaking of Fighters and Lovers and line dancing and them Dirty Roses and all that, we were at Off Broadway in St. Louis with them last June, and it was a sold out show. And in the middle of the show, this is country versus metal, so you'll appreciate this because we're all former metalheads. But I split the crowd like a wall of death to allow room for Josh's wife and the crew to come up and teach
to line
everybody
dance.
this line dance. So then the crowd splits, it's a sold out room, and then there's just like 5 or 6 people in the middle starting this line dance, and we kick it up. And before you know it, everybody that was who was into it hopped in and started attempting this line dance, and it went from a split room wall of death to just a bunch of dancing and hugging and stuff. It was hilarious.
That's so wild. Line dance, you guys consider yourself Southern rock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
the sound's definitely transformed since the beginning, and it kind of started with a. There were definitely hints of southern rock, but it was more like a folky country kind of tenor to the music. And since Josh has come into the band, and our bass player who's not with us today, Dante, um, they've added a lot. I mean, they've thickened it up a lot, and it's a lot chunkier, and kind of the new music we're writing is
Yeah.
definitely southern rock, but there's a lot of heavier influences and undertones in there.
Nice.
I'm
Yeah,
still a metalhead, so
yeah, that's awesome. I just like I can't remember who it was. It was another country guy. When some guy kept screaming, "Play heavy metal, play heavy metal," and he goes, "Yeah, give it to him, guys." And they started. The band knew, played, of course, Enter Sandman.
Yeah,
But he was like, dun 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 dun. Dun. That's all I hear when I listen to that. And I was like, I got all excited because I wanted to hear like his version of it. I can't remember who it was, but it was funny, is because like I've always, a lot of people say that, like
yeah,
from the countryside. They're like, man, I'm like, it's like anything else. Like it's weird how you'll eventually be like, oh, I speak Corpse Grinder now,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Like, it takes a little while, but yeah, it's been cool to go like the other way of like listening to like your type of music, where like I'm not getting yelled at, and it's very it's easy listening, and it's still rock, you're still
Yeah.
jamming, you're still retaining, like that.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum,
Well, you can
bum.
tell those dudes are metalheads because a lot of you, like, if you know what to look for, some of the grooves that they're playing, you still get that taste. For instance, like one of our favorite bands, Muscadine Bloodline, you can tell that they grew up on like post-hardcore music and heavier metal music because just some of the rhythmic values that they put in their songs are just, you can kind of tell. It's like, okay, yeah, they like breakdowns.
Yeah,
It's a hoedown at this point,
yeah, I love those guys.
Oh man.
That's like one of those bands where like I don't prefer one singer or the other, and that's like super rare.
Oh
the
yeah,
package.
man. Gary and Charlie, it's just a straight 50-50. Like
Mm-hmm.
they're both great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been able to see them live a bunch of times, and they put on a great show as well.
So what was, so coming from a strictly metal, or maybe not strictly metal, but a metal background, what was your first country or southern rock show, and how did that make you feel?
Oh man,
I'm not trying to interview you. I'm just
oh, it's
genuinely
cool, dude.
curious.
This is
Dude,
your
I love it.
podcast.
I saw American Aquarium.
Nice.
And
BJ.
Dude, it was really funny. This couple, they brought me to the side, and they were like, "Here's some rules of dealing with BJ." And it was like, I'm like, well, what's going on here? What do you mean there's rules? And it was like things I never would have known. To like, do not offer him a drink, don't hand him a drink, and stuff like that, which I was very
Yeah.
appreciative of.
Yeah.
And man, like famously, I've talked about this quite. I was never a pedal steel fan. If you were setting up a pedal steel, I'd be like, I want to leave, because like every context I've heard it on like the radio, it's there, it's eating up all the cymbal frequencies, and it just never did anything for me. I just felt like it's there because this is how we make our money, and I never. And it's weird because I love like Delta blues and all that slide, all that like slide guitar is like some of my favorite guitar playing. And man, I spent the whole show like just watching his pedal steel guy. I'm just like, dude, this is,
Yeah.
why doesn't everybody play it like that? And it was funny because he is super, super intense. His performance, I was just like, I felt like I was at a Henry Rollins show. The intensity, and just, I felt like at any point in time, BJ, if you just said something, I felt like he jumped off the stage and smashed that beautiful red guitar over your head. It was just like, man, this dude is into it. It was like hardcore, but I knew there was a bunch of stuff going around. I always talk like, guy pat me on the back, and I'm like, yeah, man, this is cool. And I look around, everyone's crying but me, and here I am just like, this is amazing.
What's going on?
But yeah, and then I think the second show was Cody Jinks and Whitey Morgan, and
Nice.
that was pretty cool.
An
Cause
experience, huh?
yeah, because he was like, Cody was like, hell yeah, man, Slayer. I was like, oh, I'm gonna like this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like yeah, Whitey Morgan, I don't understand why he's not a bigger name, because he definitely has that old style that I've been finding, that he just has like a really cool vibe to him that I think just like really pays like a great homage to like the old outlaw style.
Yeah.
But
I
Cody-
agree.
Yeah, Cody's show was awesome, and what was even cooler is I texted his keys player Drew Herrickle and was like, "Hey man, you want to hang out?" And he jumped out of the bus, and we went to the bar, and it was this guy putting Cody Jinks tunes on the jukebox, and I was like, "Hey man, his guitar keys player is out in the balcony. If you want to meet him," he goes, "What? Just because he played over down yonder, he's gonna come here, this place? Yeah, okay." I'm like,
All right.
well, you're lost.
Yeah. Fellas got to wind down too, you know?
Yeah. But it was nice to go to a show where people weren't doing like the windmill. And
Yeah.
Right.
you go home and
Yeah.
your eyes aren't black and blue, and you can breathe out of your nose. And
Yeah, there's a time and a place for it.
You're not
Yeah.
dodging sneakers.
yeah. Or man, like I'm too old for any of that now. I went to an Avenged Sevenfold concert, and I just felt like this wind. And I was just like, what is that? And I turn around, I'm the wall of
Oh no.
I'm part of the wall for the circle pit. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh no.
I gotta go.
Yeah, I'm just a
Gotta go
lean
grab
back
another
with-
beer.
Yeah. Because I watched somebody get sucked into that thing, and you're just like,
Mhm.
I'm like,
Yeah.
you gotta go with the tide. You gotta be a school of fish at that point. But it's weird how like everybody like loves it. It's just, I guess it's a release, but man,
I love getting the crap beat out of me. Man.
yeah, right.
Ah,
I get,
Bunch of
headbang in the back.
masochists.
I don't need none of that.
yeah, I'm the same way. It's
I got gigs to play. I don't need break something.
yeah, oh yeah, especially a drummer. You need everything. It could, yeah,
All
sprained
of
ankle
it.
will take you out.
All of it, man.
Yeah, yeah. Bass player, just watch out for your hands. But you know,
man.
if,
You sit
if,
down.
if anybody's if anybody wants to fight the band, he's the first one.
Dante, no.
Dante, you can't fight Dante, man. Can't do that.
Does he play an upright?
He
For,
so
is that the go-to?
that's not the go-to, but he will break it out, and
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
So who sits next to that thing in the bus? Those,
Yeah.
those cases are so big.
It's
I couldn't
huge.
imagine. Yeah, I couldn't imagine
It's huge.
traveling with that.
Yeah, I think well, that's part of the reason why he doesn't break it out too much, is because he doesn't have a hard case for
so
it right now.
large, yeah.
So
Yeah.
he just got a soft case. So if we do bring it, it just kind of, we'll just throw it somewhere in the van or throw it in the trailer. But
Sometimes close shows, he'll just drive to them. If it's not too far, he'll just drive it over.
Gotcha.
If the
imagine they're-
hankerin's there.
Yeah, I know they're sensitive too with those bridges, and if they get banged around in transport, and
Mhm.
yeah,
it's,
they're super sensitive.
Yeah, that's it's kind of like a banjo bridge,
Mhm.
Yep.
but that's cool. That's definitely a different sound. Another thing that
It's
I found like
It's
I like.
interesting with the full band and everything. I mean, he'll just put a little hair on the on the bass, and it's nasty. It makes some nasty noises.
It's got a more pronounced. He plays a Rickenbacker normally, really pretty, like a tobacco kind of burst, but and those have a bitey tone to them. But man, the low end I can get on the system out of the upright it's like a sub bass. It is insane. I have to sometimes EQ a little bit out because it's so intense, because it's acting off of a resonance. it is kind of crazy to do. And then, I mean, it picks up stage vibration too, because the piezo pickups work off of a vibration. So it's because it's on the bridge. So you can feel the kick drum and sometimes the guitar. If he's standing in front of Parker's guitar, you can hear that resonating through the bass. It's kind of a weird thing. I soloed it one time and heard it, but it's a wild thing.
It's the secret sauce.
It's the sauce,
secret
man.
sauce.
It's the glue.
Whole lot of sauce.
All of it.
So
All that sauce.
you run sound too, being the drummer.
Yeah. Hope you're frozen for me at least.
Oh, I am.
No. On my screen at least. I don't know
Oh,
if it's
there.
actually.
I can see.
I can hear you, so as long as I'm not frozen. Oh, there we are. Yeah, I do a lot of the front of house work, I guess.
Huh.
Me and Wes normally handle a lot of the setup because we use our own mics and stands, just for consistency on our end generally, and it's a lot easier on the front of house guys because we can get on stage in 15 minutes, plugged in and stuff. But if I'm running our own sound, I have a kind of a setup that I do is I'll set the bass and the drums first. We all can play different instruments. Parker can play drums and bass and all that kind of stuff. So normally I'll have either him or Dante go back on the drums and one of the other ones play the bass, and I'll lock that in, and then I'll go across and do the guitars, the bass, and the vocals to match. And generally that's a good recipe, and all I have to do is bump the vocals in the room sometimes. Now that I sing behind the drums, it's a little different. I have to have somebody tell me where I need to sit. But yeah, I normally do some of the front of house and like the back end producing on the mixing and stuff. We're all engineers. We all went to school for this stuff, so anybody of us can do this. It's just that's my chosen little job that I know. Like at a gig, I head towards that. So
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, we'll run a in-ear system just to keep stage volume down and stuff. And if we show up to a big stage or a festival or whatever, we just give them a 16-channel fan out split snake.
I was gonna
And
say use a splitter snake.
yeah,
Yeah, and then
Sounds
everything
easy.
we take care of 100% of the stage, cables, mics, stands, and they literally just have to run front of house, and they love
play.
it every time. They're just
Yeah.
like,
play around.
and it makes, because of that, by proxy, we sound better than we normally would because stuff's preset. They can just run in and play with effects and actually really have fun with it,
Nice. That's got to be. That's such a plus because, man, being a musician, and if you don't sound like how you want to sound, you're not going to have a good night.
No.
You'll do your best, but that's still every time you hear what you don't hear from the last show that you rocked. It's such a weird feeling, like when you should get over it, but as a musician, and especially if you had that sound the last show and you're like, no, give me us back.
Right.
Well, I know. I mean, I don't think that goes away. You see artists that have been on the road, I mean, huge artists that get pissed at their monitor guy or whatever, and they've been on the road for 40 years, and it's because of that. It just doesn't sound quite right. It's like, well, that's not me. What's going on?
If my mix is set in with the in-ears, a lot of the time it's really close when we like per show, depending on the room, but it's the confidence boost. If I can hear myself really well, and that's why I went away from wedges, because just everything's too loud back there, and I can't hear what I'm doing. So, same with the boys up front. As long as you can hear yourself, I feel like I just play with more of a confidence, and I can replicate that to the audience a little bit better.
Yeah, well, that's like when you meet a drummer that doesn't play in ears, you always got to ask, hey, what side is your monitor on? So I know what ear to yell at. Yell the other one. You're like, oh yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because it's crazy. It's crazy. Like when you just sit down on a drum kit at a live show, just for the hell of it, drummer got up, did something. You just sit there and you're like, how can you hear? And it's
anything.
It's nuts. It's nuts how it's abuse. It's so loud. People don't really think a wedge is easy because it hits you, but it's not. As long as your sound guy's good, he's not blowing your eardrums out. It's not it's not that bad. But man, being a drummer, when you see him, they have that huge cabinet next to him.
You have so much more loud. Can I curse on the podcast or should I not?
Yeah, it's fine.
There's so much more loud shit back there by me that I have to have it at like it's like 12. I can't have it any less than that, or else I'm not gonna hear what I'm needing to hear.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild. But
There's-
good for you guys for using in-ears. I think that's a huge thing that every band should be doing. Just to save your
I think
ears.
so too.
And it like you probably save your voice more. You can
Mhm.
talk to each other. Something's going on. You know, it keeps the confusion down. And you get like, man, the purists are like, man, it rock and roll should hurt. It's like, nah, no, you know,
Well,
There's not a lot of longevity in that, you know?
yeah, right.
no.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a few times where we'll show up to a festival or a Co-Bill show or something, and they, you know, the sound guy just wants to use the the wedges and the same setup and stuff, and we're like, no, we need
No.
like we're not being divas. We just want to be able to hear tomorrow. Like we've got
Yeah,
3 more shows this weekend. We gotta be able to hear.
Mm.
But
yeah,
But yeah, the purists, I mean, they really get upset at that. I mean, especially someone like us calling ourselves a Southern rock band, and then we show up in in-ears, and it's like their immediate thought is like, what kind of tomfoolery do you got going on? Like, you guys running
Y'all play with
tracks?
computers.
You running auto tune? It's like, no, man, we're just
I
trying
just
not
want
to
to be able to hear when I'm 40.
Yeah. yeah.
Yeah.
That's like growing up, man. I needed that half stack, and once you get it, and once you're like, man, no,
I don't need that.
no, it's too much. You like hit your first E chord, and the thing starts rolling across the floor. And you're just sitting there, like it's like the Back to the Future. You're like, oh
Yeah.
my god, it's too much. You know, and you find out like you can crank a little amp, and it sounds awesome before you get that 100-watt head to start screaming. Unless you're in like stage volume, like stadium, there's no reason for it. And anymore, man, just the digital's almost there, but your form factor's smaller. The
Yeah.
tone, you know, no one's ever gonna know. So and you know, the people are like, nah, man, nothing beats tubes. And I'm like, oh, I know, but you know, when you're out on the road, like, where are you gonna get that special tube? Because I
Yeah.
tell you what, they're
Yeah.
not something you can just go the Radio Shacks and all those.
Yeah,
all
those days are gone.
Yeah, like where are you going to get them from? Like, a Guitar Center might have a couple of sets, but it's too much because there's just everything. Like a lot of people, like if you're at a place that has bad like voltage,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
man, you can destroy your gear.
Yeah.
And, you know, you learned the hard way. Oh, you needed a power conditioner. You're like, what? You know,
What's
do you
that?
mean?
yeah,
So many times I'll show up to a gig, and even though our rack runs through a Furman system, I have a consistent A in my ear. Just like, well, I guess that's there.
yeah. I know this place is not grounded.
you just can't ever count on things being properly powered sometimes.
No.
Yeah.
We keep a little power tester with us, and we check every outlet we're planning on using before we even plug in, because we do still run tube amps.
Yeah.
Not big ones. I mean, Wes has been on this path for quite a while of
Tiny amp.
just, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was probably Blackberry Smoke on that last record that really.
Yeah, that combined with the Catfish, the guy who helped us record our second album. I wanted a Marshall head for that album, and he was like, I got your Marshall, but there's also this other head, which we ended up using the other head. Can't remember what it was. And then
The high watt?
no, it wasn't the high watt. It was something else. But then he was like, or we could use a little Fender Champ, and I could show you what that's like. And I'm like, and that kind of got the gears turning in my head. So after that, I'm like, okay, I need to find me a little amp and try that method one of these days.
Yeah, man.
Little amps for the win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little baby tube amps.
Little baby.
Yeah. It's like not a lot of people know, like the wall of amps, it's fake. It's
Yeah.
just-
Oh,
It's
yeah.
empty cabs, man.
It's
It was
so-
almost never real.
Yeah, I felt so lied to. It's just, and like behind it is like one amp, just yeah, it's just the foolery of music.
I was thinking of Cody Parks, but I don't want to out anybody.
Cody Parson, the Dirty South.
Yeah.
Do they do that?
Well, we co-built a show with them earlier this year, and they have a wall of amps, but it's not just the fake particle board. It's they're actual cabs. They just they're unloaded, and some of them have lights in them and stuff. But
Nice.
they do haul around the empty cabs, and they just chuck them in the trailer and go.
But
But
it's a cool
They're
like, stage prop.
old
too.
school.
No, it's cool.
Not
Man,
just
like
Yeah.
you said though, digital is getting there. I mean, it's getting there. No one in the crowd.
Josh,
No one in the crowd's gonna know, dude. I promise you. There could be a dummy cab on stage, and you ain't gonna be able.
that
to
tone's for me, brother.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if you go on stage playing, maybe.
I want to feel it. I
Josh
want
is
to
gonna,
feel.
he's gonna show up with
Boom.
a Roland E kit. Like,
Right,
check it out,
you know?
guys.
Now
Yeah.
that is a
Yeah,
level of
Josh.
cross, bro. No,
Yeah,
that's not
Josh.
even close. Nope.
There's no
Samples are
tune.
not there. I promise.
No, get your little Helix drum kit.
I got
your little
one
Roland D
right
drum.
over here. Man. I got there.
You tap it right there.
Okay, I'm gonna sell your. No, I'm kidding.
No.
I'm gonna get rid of your kit. It's gonna
Fighting
disappear.
words.
Why does that look like my drum set in the bonfire?
Oh, no.
That's some
Hickory
really
birds
pretty wood.
I don't know, man.
It just kind of happened.
This burger's hickory smoked.
Heard you like digital rigs, son.
Oh, that's funny. So now that you got your live sound set up, like, how's your writing and recording process? How's that changed throughout the years?
I mean, it's kind of stayed consistent in the way that the songs are written, but I think as band members have changed, it's gotten more, I don't know, less of a like machine type of feeling, like we got to do this, and it's more of like from the heart, and this is kind of like, what are we all collectively feeling, and how do we want to say that? You know what I mean? So it's not so much like Parker writes all the songs. It's really like any one of the four of us gets an idea. We'll plink it out and send it over as some sort of demo, whether that be a voice recording or an acoustic guitar, whatever. Just something simple to get the foundational idea out. And then we'll actually get in the room together, fire everything up, and just play and see what happens. And it's very much a everybody pitch in type of thing. Whereas what's that?
No, I was just yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, in the beginning, I mean, Wes and I are the two remaining original members. And in those days, it really was me and Wes writing the majority of the material. And then, as the second album happened, our ex bass player now, he helped pitch in and stuff, and we all tried to collectively pitch in. But I think where we're at now with the lineup we have, everybody understands it's an open discussion, always. And even instrumentation and stuff, everybody in the band can play pretty much everything in some capacity, including auxiliary instruments that we don't have in the band, like keys and harp, harmonica, and things like that. But everybody gets their hand in it, and it's very much a group effort.
Nice. And like listening to your music, if I didn't know, like when it was recorded, obviously I know when like you have a new song. If I just found it like organically, like just listening to like the quality of the recordings, I would wonder if I'm listening to like a classic Southern rock song or a newer one. Is that like intentional? Of it, it's got a cool like earthy feel to it. If that makes any sense.
No, that makes total sense. It's funny you say the specific term earthy because our first record, we did all the production in house, like at our studio, and you know there's a bit of a quality difference there with time and age and all that, but we did it. We're proud of it, and when we actually put that record on vinyl, and so when we went to put it on vinyl, we wanted it to be mastered specifically for vinyl. We wanted to do it right, you know. And so we sent it down to Anthony Fox in Nashville, who's done a zillion things, Aerosmith records and whatnot. But he mastered that for vinyl, and I kind of asked him, you know, what he thought of the music, just out of curiosity, and his exact term he used was earthy tones. So that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. But
Yeah.
I mean, this I don't think the classic sound is intentional with the songwriting per se. I think it's more in the tone of the instruments and stuff. Like, I mean, I prefer a classic kind of a little bit of a darker tone. And I mean, you seem to lean a little more on the bright end of things.
Yeah, it seems that way.
But it's
Especially lately, like knowing that, you know, it kind of gives each other room to fit in the mix that way. But yeah,
It works.
be a trend.
yeah. And so I don't know. I mean, some of it's intentional. If it comes out at all in the songwriting, I think that's purely organic.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
you know, that's probably due to an array of influences, but a big part of those for me specifically are more classic bands.
Now, are you guys fans of the Southern rock?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Southern rock.
Now, what would you consider like for you, like most iconic Southern rock like riff? Do you have?
Rare.
Mm.
I mean, iconic from my perspective or in the general public.
I can either or.
Oh man,
Mhm. General public's probably like the first 3 notes of the Freebird solo.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, as far as the public's concerned, I think Skinner's probably
Anything Skinner.
anything
Yeah.
Skinner would take the
Yeah.
cake, but I don't know. For me, there's an Atlanta Rhythm Section song called Homesick. And that riff specifically is, for me, that's like the most iconic Southern rock vibe and riff that there is. Excluding Freebird. I mean, you can't say Freebird. We all know that.
Yeah,
We've been there.
yeah. Over and over and over.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's funny is, you know, like I like Southern rock. Like my dad's favorite band was Leonard Skinner, and he was really protective of Skinner. Just
Skinner fans are very protective of Skinner.
yeah, I'm pretty man. He went like, I don't know if he made it to the funerals. I think he actually got in trouble. Like, yeah, he'll be mad if I tell a story, but whatever. Like, I think he was trying to like buy peyote and got in trouble, but who knows? I don't think he. I know he didn't make it, but he did go, and he was a huge Skinner fan. And I just remember, I was like, "Hey, Dad, check this out!" And it was Shinedown's cover of
Oh.
Simple Man.
Oh.
And he made me turn it off. He was like
Really?
angry. He said, turn that off. There's only one man that can do that song, and that ain't him. Turn it off. And I was like, oh, you're going to really hate this Deftones cover then. Like,
Right.
I'm like, dude, calm down, you know? Calm down. He was only one. Like, he went to see them like a couple years ago. And it's obviously not the same Skinner. And I told him, I
I
called
was
him
curious what his take was.
up. Well, he, when he went, I was like, "Hey, Dad, you want to meet the keys player?" I was like, "My best friend like manages him," and he was like, "Nope, that ain't Skinner. I'm just
Whoa.
going."
Did he see him before Gary Rosington died?
I don't know. I have no idea. I have to ask him. It's weird. Like he wanted me to be a baseball player, You know, like I want to. He'd be like, "Shut up, Jimmy." You know, when I'd be playing guitar, he'd be like, "Oh, come on, we're going outside. We're gonna throw baseballs," and I would just like throw the ball through the window so we could stop. You know,
Yeah.
I just didn't, dude. I found baseball to be so boring, and then it come to find out, like I ended up like working where he worked, and people were like, "Oh yeah, your dad used to be a great baseball player. He used to throw like 90 some miles an hour." And I'm like, "Oh, well, that kind of makes sense. You know, that's what he probably should have told me." You know, you might have this genetic gift. You know, maybe try explore it. Oh, and they make millions of dollars.
Yeah.
He probably should have started with that instead of paying me
Right.
$5 a week to cut the grass and being an indentured servant. Let me give you a little bit of this baseball money, son. You know, maybe you'll get more interested. But yeah. So I never. It is funny. Is I told him, I said, "Dad, this is my Simple Man." He's like, "What?" He's like, "What do you mean by that?" I said, "This is my Simple Man," and I put on "Keep the Wolves Away" by Uncle Lucius.
Nice.
He was just listening. He goes, "What's this stuff called?" And I was like, "It's like Texas country, and it's not the thing. Everything I'm doing with the Oklahoma red dirt and everything." And he's like, "I had no idea." He's like, "I had no idea that people were making music like this, like they used to back in the day." And man, we're just
Oh, he
going
was
down the
into it.
line. Oh yeah, dude, he loved it. I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
But then he messed up and went to some festival in Nashville, and I just saw the names. I was like, "Nope, that's not going to be a good time."
Oh no.
But yeah, I was like, "Nah, Dad, you got to go to one of these festivals and see like what you guys are doing." And like he loved Shane Smith and the Saints and
Nice.
stuff like that. It was really cool because like he said, like I haven't found music I've liked in so long, and I felt like that too. Of just like everybody's just started sounding the same, and that's what I love. Like bands like you guys, like it's Southern rock done in a different way, but still in the traditional way. And I can see a lot more people that think like a lot of Southern rock is too rock, and you guys are like right in the middle of like, man, like I like the song my favorite song, right? That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's
Which one?
Yeah, I love. It's a great song, and I really like how like the power of music. And I really think because a lot of people do avoid like the rock thing because they're more like I like the story, but you guys do both very well.
Well, thank you so much. It's interesting kind of coming into this scene, kind of whether it's red dirt or not, I don't know, but coming into the scene with other bands like, there's them Dirty Roses out there and all those guys, the Damn Shames and yada yada yada. The list goes on and they're all great. They're so amazing. But the thing I've noticed is there's this like hard cut where it's either storytelling or it's either beer drinking and partying. And personally, like I don't want to write from that angle. Like I don't, I think there's been enough of that done between just straight up country or the bro country or Southern rock or what have you. But being able to tell a story, but also just connect with someone on an emotional level and them feel at least a little bit of what we're feeling on stage. I don't know. It's really cool and it's interesting how it's worked out. I wasn't so sure it was going to work out, as far as is this accepted or not.
Yeah. So I guess your audience found you guys just from putting out music. And it's definitely a scary thing when you work so hard on it and it means so much, especially when you write the lyrics and the lyrics have meaning to you and you just put it out in the world and you kind of have to sit back and wait and see what happens. And it's weird how sometimes like it'll take a while. It'll take that some grinding, getting in the van and going farther and farther and it's cool. And then you start seeing like more numbers and more people and when it becomes a thing, that's got to be a really cool feeling.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's safe to say we're still finding our audience. I think a lot of our fans have come from straight up road dogging it, honestly.
Mhm.
Our online numbers, they are not great. Our streaming numbers are terrible. And we really push physical music more so than digital. And so
Yeah.
like our album sales are great. Our physical vinyl and CD sales so good.
Mhm.
In comparison with the digital numbers,
Mhm.
the physical sales are way better.
Yeah.
And
And you make the money.
well, yeah, and you know, we're fully independent and so everything runs through us. We don't have a big team or really any team. I mean, you're looking at 75% of the team right now.
Yeah. There's the
And
sound guy.
yeah, exactly. I mean, I take care of socials and business on the back end. I mean, everybody does a lot in the background. And we just recently hired a road photographer just to to try to help, you know,
Yeah.
in the way of capturing the moment
Yeah.
and actually having physical evidence of, hey, we were here. Because
Yeah.
there was such a long time. I mean, that feeling's way worse than dropping an album and it hitting the floor and no one's listening to it, is driving all the way to wherever the hell, 8 hours away, and
Mhm.
coming back with not a single picture or any or
Yep.
video or anything. And
Yeah.
you're like, I saw 50 people in the crowd with their phones out taking video and
Mhm.
photos, and I haven't seen a single one. Like, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I hiring someone that just makes you content
Mhm.
24/7, like if that makes a huge difference. I don't know if you know who Braxton Keith is, but Braxton Keith
Yeah.
hired a content guy. His numbers like through the roof. And you
We've
get to see like the other side of like, you know, like we're doing now. Like you guys are like
Mhm.
cool and fun to hang out with, you know, because
yeah,
that makes a big difference.
it
And
does.
seeing that, like before your one music video where you guys are walking down the sidewalk going, you know, that's funny. It's cool to see. You know what I mean? Like you're
I'm
like,
glad you
oh,
like that.
I thought it was great. I love
I'm
little
so glad you like that.
I love little stuff like that. I'm like, oh, these guys. It gives it a little bit of your personality because you know, like when you get on this app and you're just looking, you don't know if you're going to talk
Yeah.
to somebody like fun or serious. You know, and that
Right.
gives a little. Oh, these guys, it'll be fun.
Yeah, we're just big chillers.
Yeah.
Big easy going, you know.
But
No,
yeah,
that the beginning of that video is funny because we were just that was I mean that was unstaged. We were just goofing. That was
We
just
were walking
us
back to the
being
van.
us.
Yeah, I think Terry was like, "Walk, I need some B-roll." Just
And I
stay
started
close
singing.
together.
I started singing
Yeah.
"Staying Alive," and me and Wes started singing together.
Yeah, we all
Yeah.
chimed in, but we got the
Honestly,
video. Terry got the video done. The guy we hired to do the video, and you know we sent it out to a close circle. And there was one person in particular. I won't name them, but they were like, cut that. That has nothing to do with this. I don't like it at all. Yada yada yada. And I was just like, dude, get lost. This is us. Like that was unplanned, uncanned. It just happened. I think when someone pops that video on and they're like, what? Because it's barely there.
yeah,
And you're like, are
Real
they
quiet.
singing "Staying Alive"? And by the time they figure out what's going on, our song started.
yeah.
I was like, we'll keep it as long as we don't get flagged, you know?
You're
Copy.
sued.
Yeah. It's
So-
under 10 seconds. It's
Hey
fine.
guys, what's
It's fine.
cease and desist mean?
Yeah, yeah.
We got the
But,
other version of the video. It's fine.
Yeah,
No,
I loved it.
that's funny.
But yeah, Steve was telling me to ask you about your time in Muscle Shoals.
Oh, yeah. We recently went down there. I guess before we went down, we've got to talk about something really important, and that is the
Yeah.
transmission in our van totally grenaded itself like 2 days before we left. And me and
Two
me and
neutrals.
Wes here, we work at a body shop during the day, and the van was at the shop getting serviced to go to Alabama. And the trailer was loaded. The trailer was there at the shop, disconnected it, had the service done. pulled out of the service shop, hooked up to the trailer. Was like, all right, let's go home and practice or whatever we were gonna. Yeah, we were gonna practice that
We were
night.
gonna practice.
And dude, I pull out from the shop. I pull out on the highway. I make it like a half a mile from the shop, and I just hear the loudest thud. All of a sudden, I'm in neutral, except the
not
shifter was still in
neutral.
park. And so, I get out on the highway, check it out. I wind up, we lost third gear and second gear and drive, of course. And so I put it in reverse. Wes was behind me in his car, and I backed up with the trailer into oncoming traffic down the highway like a half a mile to then turn around and get back to the shop, limped it to the shop, and so we had to scramble, figure out what the heck we were gonna do. I mean, man, it was just a mess. We got the
crazy.
trailer back to the house, luckily, and we just emptied it out. We condensed all our gear down to the smallest bits we needed to get down there.
Bare minimum.
We still took two amps, but
And one solid state backup.
yeah, one solid
one.
state backup, and acoustic drums and such. But
Yeah, no rolling kit on this.
no
one.
rolling kit.
No.
That would have fit a lot easier though.
That would have fit a lot easier.
We could have taken the 8x10 if we would have used the rolling.
Okay, yeah, we wouldn't fit in that thing in there anyway, man.
So we had to rent a car. We rented a Jeep Wagoneer from Enterprise. We stuffed everything in the back,
Not
and
sponsored.
Enterprise, if you're watching,
If you're watching, sponsor.
We need-
Take a discount.
we'll
next
take that
time.
discount. But no, we got down to Alabama, and we got an Airbnb down there. We were playing at Champy's there in Muscle Shoals, a fried chicken joint, and the day of the show, we went to Sound Studio to go tour it. Where Skinner and everybody did all their stuff.
Yeah, man.
And we toured that place, and we got a really cool tour guide who was also an engineer, and he immediately knew we were in a band, and so he kind of directed the whole tour at us at that point, and we just had a heyday. I mean,
Yeah, man.
he let us sit down in the live room and play instruments, and we got to play. Dante sat down first at the piano, and it was the same piano that was it Billy Powell that wrote Freebird.
Yeah,
Oh,
the,
wow.
the piano intro specifically.
The piano intro. It's where Freebird was
born. Yeah.
was born and
Crazy.
recorded and all the things, and the rich Southern rock and more history that was living in that room was insane. I mean, the walls were dripping with it.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
You could definitely feel it. And yeah, I mean, we just hung out for a while, and we were talking to the engineer, and come to find out it's still a operational, functional music or recording studio. And we got to chatting about what it would take to go down there and record. And
Maybe the plan.
we might go down there and do it. So
I mean,
we haven't exactly figured out, what specifically we're gonna do, but we've got plenty of songs and a bunch of material. So, but I think what we all felt in that room was something special, and to be able to go back and actually, print our songs into tape and release it on vinyl and CD and all that kind of stuff sounds like a dream come true. So,
Like actually record it to tape.
yeah, they
Yeah.
cut the tape there. Yeah, for sure.
you can buy your own tape and bring it in, and they'll record.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
It's
It's all
yeah,
digitized, so they can reuse it, but you get that you get
The
the
actual
tape
reel?
sound. Yeah,
Wow.
but you can keep the reel, whatever you have left on it. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've never dealt with recording with tape, and I hear some people that's the sound they prefer it. That they say, like if you want to edit something, it's a nightmare. But
Yeah, I mean, you physically have to cut the tape and affix it to the former reel of tape and reconnect it and hope you got it chopped right. And it's wild. It's like in your DAW when you can just take your scrubber and erase and
Just
cut
move
and
it.
trim.
Yeah.
It's the same idea, but it's a physical thing that you can't undo.
Yeah, I can barely do it in Logic.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be a nightmare. That's
Logic gang.
Logic
Yeah.
gang.
Oh, dude, it's like I pretty much play by auto punch. I'm like and just
Ah,
it's like cheating, and then
Nah.
like I'll have guys play, and like it's been a while since people came over to record here, but I just guy put down. He's like, "That's a really good track." He goes, "I guess we're just going to copy and paste that 4 times." I was like, "No,
No.
you have to play that 3 more times." He goes, "Why?" I'm like, "Cause that's how you do it."
That's how you do it,
But
man.
you can copy it, right? I'm like, "Yeah, but it doesn't do anything. You need that air. You need the
Yeah,
variation."
I agree with that. I think it gets a little too sterile after a
Yeah.
certain point. Now, with obviously like more digital music like beats and hip hop.
There's
and things of that
tricks and
nature.
stuff you can do, but it doesn't replicate the
Yeah.
double tracking.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. You
No,
need,
but
you need those imperfections.
I mean,
Mhm.
Muscle Shoals was great. Sound Studios was quite literally a bucket list thing, and to be in the same room was insane. But then we go down the road to Count Brothers
Brothers.
Music,
Yeah.
and a really well known store that's been there forever. And we walk in, and the owner calls us by name, and we're like, "What the hell?" And he's like, "Yeah, you guys are playing down at Champions tonight, aren't you?" And we're like, "Yeah, dude."
How do you know that?
Yeah, so it just it felt good. They treated us like family, and we
Yeah.
really felt right at home. And the crowd later at the show was great. Staff was great. We had a really good night.
So the shop, the guy who worked in the shop knew who you were.
Yeah.
The owner, yeah,
Oh, the owner.
So y'all
Yeah.
look like the Muddy Boys. We're like, yep, yeah, that would be us. How
The
do
Muddy
you know
Boys. I
that?
like that. It's like your
Them
street
Muddy
name.
Boys.
yeah,
Yeah, we'll get that every once in a while. Them Muddy Boys.
creaking and geeking.
That's what. Is that? Do your fans have a name? I know like a lot of like fan club or fans. They have like their own kind of nickname.
I mean, I think Muddy Creek Boys has probably been the most, or the Muddy Boys or whatever. But it's been about the most mentioned. But
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
mean, are you meaning like what do we call like what are our fans like?
Yeah,
if
like
they
I noticed.
follow
Oh.
us?
Like on like the fan club people, they'll call
Mhm.
themselves like a name. And of course, I
Okay.
can't think of one.
I mean,
Didn't we have like mud pies at one
we had
point?
mud
Where
pies
it was,
back
like,
in
like
yesteryear.
our fan page is like
But it's
Kin of
like,
the Creek or
Kin of the
something.
I
Creek.
felt a little
Like-
derogatory towards the
Yeah.
fans.
Right.
Mud-
Like we're not calling you guys piles of shit. I promise.
Uh,
But
We love you.
yeah, I mean, our
Doesn't sound like it.
our fan club's called Kin of the Creek. So
King of
just
the
yeah.
Creek. Oh,
We're all
Kin.
family. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody's family. They're the family. That's what I guess you can call the fans.
Yeah.
The family.
Yeah.
the family.
The
Well, they
family.
are the company,
They are the company.
Yeah.
The
'cause-
co.
yeah, they are the
Okay.
co of the Muddy Creek and Co. Quite literally, it's not like a singer songwriter and band. It's like the band is Muddy Creek, the and Co is the fans.
Nice.
Because we wouldn't exist if they weren't there,
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's true. Like, definitely. But man, I had a question. I just totally forgot. I wonder if I.
There it was. There it goes.
Yeah.
oh,
So
well.
like from Southern Rock, who was like top influence? Do you guys have like a real like a solid everybody, or everybody's totally different?
I think everybody's probably different. I mean, on the Southern Rock front of things, if you want to call him Southern Rock, I think Tom Petty's probably like one of the biggest influences for me personally.
Yeah.
Specifically with the songwriting aspect of things, and in the way that like simplicity takes the cake every time, and like, you know, just not really overcomplicating the song, rather letting the lyrics and the overall vibe kind of do its thing,
Yeah.
rather than trying to impress with fast playing or
Yeah.
how many chords can we have in this section of this song or whatever. Like I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all, but that's just where I draw a lot of my inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like my buddy. He was like, man, I really wish. He's like, some of the guys you talk to on the podcast, I would love to write with, because man, I'm really like stuck. And I'm like, what are you stuck on? He's like, man, you know. I'm like, dude, just write what you want to write. I'm like, just think of like the presidents of America, of the United States, Peaches. Like, dude,
Peaches
it's
for
just
me.
like, yeah.
I love those boys.
Yeah, it's so simple. It's a
Mhm.
happy song. And I said, is there any lyrical depth to that? Or do you just core connect to the energy and just of the feeling of
Yeah.
that song? And
Dude.
he's just like, that's
I'm
a-
still calling for a cover. We got it.
We-
We've been actually talking about that.
So what do you,
Oh, really?
all right,
Yeah.
Patrick.
That's crazy.
All right, Patrick. Square up with me for a second, buddy.
Listen real quick.
So what you reviewed our song Peach Tea, and you know our song Peach Tea. We were thinking about doing a little medley where we play Peaches by the old POTUS, and we melt it right into our peach tea. Without, I mean, there's no break or anything. It just goes right into it. And like on the back end of Peaches, where they speed it up and they start vibing real hard, like it would dun dun dun, dun, it'd just kick right into Peach Tea. I don't know. I think it'd kind of go hard.
Dude, I think so too. You gotta throw it out there.
We're
Gotta do it.
we're trying to educate. You know,
Everybody's gonna know that. Everybody's gonna
Gotta
know
know.
that song. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
yeah,
And then they'll be screaming for Peach Tea because they know we'll play Peaches into it. So
yeah, because that's that's definitely a song I would say that people forget they love until they hear it again.
Yeah.
You can give them that moment, 'Cause especially if it comes out of nowhere, because you just be like,
what?
This
you know,
song.
like,
Hold
hey,
up.
are they doing what I think?
Wait
they
a
are?
minute. Something going on.
Something going on.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, could be something there.
yeah,
I think
At
we'll
least-
have to do it.
yeah. At least once. So, you know, make sure your content
Give it to
guys,
him one time. Yeah.
Yeah.
your content guys getting reactions.
Well, and you know, now that we've said it on the internet, we can't be liars.
Nah, we're gonna have
It's
to
out
go
there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna post and repost this.
for it.
They're gonna cut that out of it specifically and be like, where is it?
Where is it at?
Yeah.
I hope. I hope.
Yeah, it's funny. That's funny. Like you guys were thinking that, because that's what I brought up. He's like, yeah,
This is something we talked about like 2 months ago.
that's hilarious.
It was a random work thought, I think. I think we had kind of talked
Something,
about
yeah.
it, and I said, "Dude, we should do a cover of it." And then
Yeah.
we're like, "We probably should actually."
Especially because, man, if there's people that don't know who you are, if they're at a show, they're gonna
Yeah.
know that.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
And they're gonna be like, why is a Southern rock band playing this? These
Yeah.
guys are sick.
that's
Because we want them.
that's funny.
Because we
I-
can.
I would definitely think it'd be cool as hell, because you know,
Hell yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody ever cover that ever, even when it was, you know, on the other side. I've seen everybody cover like Mr. Brightside and all those songs, you know, like,
Yeah.
I think that's definitely, and it works with your song.
Yeah.
I think it's made for it.
I think
Yeah.
so. I think it's
Same.
meant to be.
Meant to be.
Yeah, maybe you'll have one of those videos where you're playing it and like he's just walking down the street and hears it and comes up on stage.
Maybe.
Man,
That'd be.
that'd be something else.
I don't
I'd have
think
to
I
ask him to
recognize
sing
him.
Boll Weevil too.
Oh man,
I don't know. I'd be like, hey, what are you doing on stage?
Yeah.
And he'd be
Get
like,
off
I'm,
the
I'm the
stage.
guy. I wrote
I'm the
that
dude."
song.
I'm the president. No, you're not.
you're
Not
not.
tonight.
No.
You can't say that.
Money
Where's-
Creek gets the president tonight, sir.
That's yeah. You just stepped into our Oval Office, son.
Oh man, that's funny. That's what we
Gotta
used to
get
call
out
our
unless you got a
trailer.
blue dress on.
Go need to take it to the cleaners.
Lord. Hmm.
Oh, that's funny.
Someone needs to
man.
fire me.
Yeah.
Oh. Someone needs to fire it. That'd be funny. Can you imagine the band coming out and be like, "Hey, we did you all a favor. Fire Parker."
Yeah,
Like,
we're doing it.
That's what we're here for. Dude, I've seen some bands.
No, we like
actually
Josh
take-
better.
Yeah.
No, no, no.
That was funny. I don't even remember what show it was, but recently, like, I was like, "Yeah, man, I don't really feel like singing tonight. Josh, I think you're gonna have to take the lead." And he was like, "What?"
Excuse me.
It was out of nowhere, but I was joking.
Yeah. What's up, Josh? You don't know the words to our music?
It's
Sometimes
okay.
no.
I don't either.
Sometimes no, man.
It
We'll be
happens.
looking at each other like, ah.
Yeah. What yeah. What do I
Start
say?
singing something, man.
Yeah, what I say
Man.
first?
Watermelon.
That's-
Watermelon.
Watermelon, watermelon, watermelon. Always
Yeah,
picking
we
the-
got to remember our lyrics till we're big enough to get a teleprompter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I think they're great too because it happens. It's amazing how much it happens where you're like, dude, what
What was
what are
that
the
word?
words?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it just goes blank. Like 100%, the slate's been wiped clean. I've got to do a factory reset and then I'm back. But
Yeah.
Couple
time
extra
that it takes.
solos, we're fine.
yeah, yeah, just hand it off to Wes for a
Geising
second.
back.
Yeah,
That's funny. Well, man, we've been talking for an hour. Is there anything else you want to talk about or anything I missed?
I mean,
Like upcoming tour dates?
oh yeah, we're going to the Carolinas next week.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
where at?
We'll be at the Bird's Nest Listening Room
I've been
in
there.
Dunn. Nice.
That's a
And
cool venue.
yeah, man, Carla and Sean are great. And they that Roses show where I puked my guts out, they were there in the bar with us.
Oh.
They flew out to see the Roses and found us that night, and we all hung out that night. And you know, it took a little while for schedules to line up, but they finally had us out. So we're going there next Friday, and then Saturday we'll be at Doc's Tavern in Greenville, South Carolina.
Greenville, South Carolina.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder if that. Yeah. Dunn. Man, it's a little far from me. I went there to go see Taylor Honeycutt.
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
That's a cool venue. A lot of churches, a lot of funeral homes in that town. They,
Nice.
they had some solid Mexican food though. I was very surprised.
Woo.
But yeah, that's a really cool place. That was my first time in a listening room where
Nice.
you know, and it was funny is they were like, you know, Taylor's kind of like rocking. You're gonna want to have people like up and dancing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a really cool time. That was the first time I got to hang out with them too, and that was one of the conversations. Was like, who's the biggest partiers, Taylor or them 30? Which
Yeah.
that's a good mashup. Because I was just hanging out with those guys. I went to the after party with them, and man, they're fun.
They go hard. Yeah.
They go hard, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we're
Yeah.
we're super stoked to get out to the Carolinas. You know, for a regional touring band like us that's still pretty fresh in the game. It's I'm not gonna say it's not scary, because you know you're going 10 hours away. That part doesn't bother me. It's like I hope people show up. You know,
Yeah.
and
I'm sure.
and if they don't, being able to muster up and put the same kind of energy into the show with the same heart, I think us as a collective, like everybody does a really good job at keeping each other's spirits up when there's shows like that. But all that to say, like, I'm thankful for the opportunity, and we're hoping for the best for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I feel like that place has its own crowd. That
Yeah.
regardless of who's going to be there, they'll be there. Because I didn't see a whole lot of other stuff to do around there.
Right.
But
Yeah,
it's a-
and like
it's a
we'll
cool
definitely
spot.
we'll definitely make fans out of whoever's there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's cool. I mean, we've gotten a few messages where people have let us know, like, "Yo, I just got my tickets. I'm traveling," and that's
It's crazy.
I don't know. Well, and
Cool.
that's one of those things where, like, experiencing that, having people travel 5 to 8 hours to see you that blows my mind. Like,
It's insane.
I don't think that'll ever not blow my mind.
Mm.
If things, if things trend upwards and we quote unquote make it, I don't think that would ever be lost, that like people are driving forever and spending crazy money for hotels and yada 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 just to come see us for 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's
It means a
wild.
lot. It means a lot, man.
It's humbling,
It really is.
Yeah. And that takes, man, it's like I don't even like driving to the store.
Right.
But like
And that's my thing. Like, I think about that. Like, I don't like going to Walmart and it's 2 miles down the road, but I'll drive. I mean, I've driven way stupid amounts of hours to go see a band, and that I think about that in those moments and put myself in their shoes, and it's like, that's crazy that they're doing that for us.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been trying to do it more. I recently got my dog certified as a service animal.
Nice.
So I can check him into
Nice.
hotels and everything.
Sweet.
And he's like a wiener dog. He barks at everything.
Oh,
And it might as well just say liar on the side.
Liar.
Like, you walk him in, they're like, oh,
I've got a wiener dog.
they're a service animal. And he's like, "Ah."
Yeah.
Like,
It's
what are
Sophie's
you all doing in
birthday.
my lobby?
Oh,
Get
it
outta here."
is. Shout out my wiener dog. It's her
Oh, it's-
17th birthday today.
It's Sophie's
Oh, wow.
birthday. Oh wow.
17.
Sophie.
She still just runs around like crazy and acts like a fool.
Yeah, dude, they're nuts. They think they're Great Danes, and man, like
Yeah.
just earlier, it was like a cicada, and he was trying to eat it, and I was like, yeah, it's great. I have a fox that they wait for each other, and then they like do whatever. He barks, they freak out, and now this fox is starting to leave presents for him, and I didn't realize
It's the fox and the hound, man.
Yeah,
Whoa.
it left a
Whoa.
bird outside, and he swallowed it like a python.
Oh
He
no.
didn't even chew it, and it was still alive. It was like, I was like, no, because
Ow.
he was like,
Oh
like,
god.
it was terrible, and it was like him like still like making noise for a while. I was like, you sleep over there. I don't trust you. Like, that
You'll
thing's gonna
eat
come
me.
out.
You animal.
Yeah,
You-
I think I didn't do it. He did it. Yeah,
Gosh.
they're 17. That's awesome.
Oh, I know.
It's-
That is
I-
crazy.
like once you watch one video, all of them come up, and I see like
Mhm.
some are like 21, 22. I'm like,
I had my former wiener dog lived to be 21.
Phew,
It's
that's
crazy.
amazing.
Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah, it's just like my sister's dogs. I think they're getting close to like 8, and she's like getting ready to say goodbye to them. I'm like, I kind of forgot. I'm expecting. I'm like
Mhm.
this dude over here. He's gonna be.
Gonna outlive me.
Yeah, probably. I'm like, man, that's because I had a Chihuahua that was 16.
Wow.
But yeah, it's the little guys, man. They're like little Energizer bunnies.
They keep going, man.
Yeah. It's amazing, especially that breed can last because they are insane. They jump off of everything, I build them steps.
Yep. They're pretty resilient.
Yeah. Yeah, and they say like they're easily paralyzed, which man, I try to like catch him in midair and try to put him down. He'll climb right back up and do it again, just for spite. I'm like, God damn it. I can't afford you. It's like,
Right.
we go to the vet when they're like, okay, the surgery would be $10,000 or we'll amputate for 98. I'll be like, here's a crisp blue Honda right here.
Yeah. Keep the change.
Yeah.
Keep the
Yeah,
change.
make it a necklace if you want.
I saw not to prolong all this, but I saw a wiener dog up in Michigan years ago that was in a wheelchair. And like it had a wheelchair. And I've seen other dogs with wheelchairs, but a wiener dog with a wheelchair, it's kind of like a stretch limo vibe. It was wild. And this thing was blind, and it was also in the wheelchair, so it would just bump into everything. I don't know how or why,
Hmm.
but poor fella, he's probably not
Poor
around
f-
anymore.
Yeah.
Poor fella.
What's your dog's name? Pinball.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, man, is there anything else you want to talk about? I always feel like I always forget stuff.
Man, I mean, we're just gonna be recording some new music here soon and
Yeah.
trying to get another release out before another single out at least. Maybe before the end of the year. Who knows?
Yeah.
But otherwise, I mean, I don't know. Just golly, if you're watching this, go follow us
Go
and
follow us if you feel led. You can support us trying to get the van back on the road. Our GoFundMe there's links everywhere for it. You don't like have to, but I mean every little bit helps us try to get nearer to you guys. We want to come see you. So
yeah,
we got
yeah.
to get the van back up and going.
Where's the GoFundMe? Is it on?
It should be.
It's on our
linked.
website,
Yeah.
muddycreek.co.
Okay, I'll put on the link tree. I'll hook the link up on there.
Oh man,
Sweet.
we'd
That'd be a
appreciate
huge help.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean we've seen a crazy amount of support so far
Yeah.
through private donation and GoFundMe, but
Just big love.
it's really expensive, and all of this is really expensive, you know.
Yeah.
And we all still work day jobs, and we're working really hard to change that and
To
tip that
not do
scale.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but-
tough.
It is tough, but you know, we've got a passion and love for it, and yeah, I mean, we're gonna keep making music and running as long as people let us, but we can't rent a car every time to come see you, so because
Yeah.
that is crazy expensive. Oh my
That
god.
is really expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, they get you in the door with the price. You're like, oh, it's not that bad. And then before you
Yeah,
know it, you're like,
$32 a day.
Yeah.
It's kind of like U-Haul.
Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah, just $19.99.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
50 cents a mile.
Yeah.
How
I'm
how's that not false advertisement?
Yeah, and if you didn't it, you bought it.
saying.
Unless
I'm
you pay for
saying.
this. Unless you pay
Yeah.
for this. And
Oh man. Yeah, because we're body guys and stuff during the day. When I went to pick up that last rental car, I was taking a picture of every dent on that car. And the
Yeah.
salesman, he comes out, or the fella comes outside, he's like, "Can I help you with something?" I was like, "Yeah, you can stand right there in my shop. That way they know you were here when I took these photos because
Compose with
I'm
the
not getting blamed. There's
Yeah.
$30,000 worth of damage on this car, man. I'm not gonna get in trouble for all that or be on the hook
Not
for it."
today.
yeah. Stand there with the newspaper with the date right there.
With the date
Yeah.
right here.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, be on the lookout for new music, and our online streaming numbers are terrible. So go follow us and
So-
listen.
Go
Oh, yeah.
listen to stuff. We do have like Discord. We're setting up a Patreon. So like we're trying to build like a community where we can actually talk to you guys and everybody, you know.
That's
Trying to do live streams, so look for that in the future. We're always trying to R&D stuff like that and just be able to let you in on a little bit of practice or, you know, live stream side stage of a cool venue or something we're doing. So
Yeah. Content is content.
content is content.
It's unfortunately and sometimes fortunately, it's just how it is now. It's the
We-
new age
Yeah, man.
flyering.
We track
Yeah.
almost every show, so I mean, it's just sitting around. So sometimes we'll release some stuff just to like, hey, this is what Homesick or cover of Homesick sounds like, you know, from this venue, and you know, it's cool. I think
Nice.
I look for that stuff, you know, for bands, you know, if they got like little live things on SoundCloud or you know,
Yeah.
it's like
I,
oh, man, that's what it sounds like that night.
you know, I at a show, I saw, you know, they got done. The lead singer ran off, pulled something from his board. I'm like, what are he's doing? Then notice he's got the SD card from his board. He puts in his computer. He does a little couple thing on a DAW. He obviously had a template. And then he put it in another thing and had all these loaded up where he could cut like and then next thing you know, he had 30 to 50 SD cards that he handed out for free. He said if you want to
Wow, of the
if you want-
show.
he said if you want to relive your night of this
Wow.
show specifically, of everything that went on, he goes, it's totally free. There you go.
Wow.
Whoa.
And I was like, dude,
Yeah, that's a big move
I
there.
always thought that was a cool thing to be able to do
Man.
because I could grab the SD card off of a mixer, but I never thought about like duplicating it and handing it out for people.
Hand it. Wow, that is cool.
Yeah, and he said, I said, man, that's a really cool idea. How does it work for you? He goes, it made my merch sales go through the roof because
I guarantee it.
I gave them value.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
the appreciation they wanted to feel like, come on, let me give you some for that. And you go, no, when it doesn't cost them. If you buy them in bulk, it doesn't cost you that much. But he's like, when they buy that $30 t-shirt,
Yeah.
boom, it paid
That's
for
food
itself.
for the night, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to the store. Let's go to Walmart and get some peanut butter and
Yeah.
jelly.
Let's get a
The
rotisserie
good peanut
chicken.
butter. We're getting a Casey's
Just a-
pizza, man.
We're eating rotisserie. Everybody gets a rotisserie chicken
Right.
tonight.
It timed out 5 hours ago, but man, it cooks the same. You know?
Yeah, it's funny. That's Dylan Wheeler had a video where he was like, "Boys, I'm giving you all a treat. We're getting baconators," and the band's like, "Yeah!" And it's funny because that's a treat when you're on the road because
Yeah.
man, the per diem of being on the road can be terrible. And
Yeah.
God, if you have vices of like stuff, like, oh, you're gonna get that. That's almost all you made last night. It's like, yep.
Yeah.
Should have bought that Little Caesars $5 pizza.
Yeah.
It's just like you're going. It's always some guy in the band who blows all his money on stuff he doesn't need, and it's like a puppy dog looking at you, like, "Hey, you gonna eat all that?" It's like, come on, dude. Like, are you really begging for food now?
Yeah.
Oh, life on the road.
It's glorious.
Oh,
It's glorious, man.
yeah, and now we're gonna see Tails on the road from Muddy Creek and Co.
Mhm.
That's true. Tales of the
Trying.
Creek.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, we hope we can get up your way sometime, or at least close enough for you to get out to a show.
Yeah,
And
Or maybe
We'd
you
love
guys
to have you out.
Yeah, or do you guys do festivals? I've been trying to look for more festivals to go to.
We do, but we're working on kind of upgrading the circuit of festivals we play in, if that makes
gotcha.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a bunch of great ones going on. I mean, Unbroken Circle just happened, and that's
Yeah.
right down the road from us. So
Wanting to hit North Springs, maybe.
yeah,
North Springs.
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
shooting. We were shooting for that hard this year, but it just didn't quite work out. Hoping next
Fingers
year.
crossed. Yeah.
Mile Zero would be amazing.
Yeah, I'm going to that this year.
Nice.
Yeah, I was
Sick lineup.
North Springs. I always call it North River. I don't know, but North Springs. Man, that's so close. I would have to do that all week, drive all the way back, and then fly to Texas to do the Stocktober. It's like,
Yeah.
real, and man,
They're all kind of right around each other, so it's kind
Yeah.
of hard, man.
that festival is cool as hell though. Like you just pay like a cooler fee, and
Yeah, and you can bring your cooler and everything.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, that saves thousands of dollars. right
Yeah,
there.
dude.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Well, that adds a lot of value for the fans partaking, because like in the festival, because my lord, like if you can't bring drinks into a festival, you can either afford the tickets or the drinks,
yeah, yeah, and the tickets for that thing is reasonable, and
Very reasonable.
yeah, if I didn't have to pay the exorbitant drink, I could at a fest buy every single band shirt probably and spend and get more,
Yeah.
stuff
Mhm.
that I can physically have. you know,
Yeah.
not just the headache.
Yeah, totally.
Have more band shirts because
It really seems like Dustin there at North Springs has got, he's got his heart in the right place, and I think he's doing it right, because it's exactly what you said. If you're not blowing all your money as an attendee on
Yeah, man.
booze,
You support
or
the artist
whatever,
more.
you can't afford to support the artist.
yeah,
I mean,
li-
I remember back in the day going to Warped Tour, and I could barely afford a water, let alone a T-shirt from my favorite band.
yeah,
It was like, sure, you could meet them at the merch tent, but like, could you afford the shirt? So it was either water or band shirts,
yeah.
And of course,
Yeah,
you got
it's
the
true.
shirt.
Of course, I went with the shirt.
Yeah.
There's always water around, you know.
Yeah.
I'll go drink out of the porta potty.
I need the
Get
shirt.
my life
Ooh.
straw out and
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
It may look
Oh,
raspberry,
God.
but it does not
Yeah.
taste it.
oh man.
Ooh, wee. Whew.
Josh
Yum.
loves it.
Ugh.
Yep, and that's why they call us Muddy Creek and Co.
That's why.
Oh, my.
Oh, that's
I'm
funny.
kidding. We don't drink out of the porta potty anymore.
We just
Anymore.
camp next to it.
We
It's fine.
cut back.
Yeah, we went to rehab.
Yeah, we started drinking Sterno again.
Yep.
Oh, that's
Man.
funny. But yeah, man, thanks for you guys for hopping on.
Dude, thanks for having
Yeah,
us. It was
Thanks for having us, dude.
it was awesome getting to hang and talk and you know, get to know a little bit about each other.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely had a great conversation with you guys, and yeah, I hope to see more content and see those numbers go up. Let's get these numbers up.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's pump
Let's
them
do
up,
it.
man.
Yeah,
Pump them up.
Pump
Yeah.
them up.
the quality's there. It's just we just need to, you know,
Just
show
need
the
them to
people-
listen.
Yeah,
Just gotta hear it.
they need
Yeah.
the direction. We'll have to move
Yeah.
them in that direction.
We just gotta get their attention in the first 0.3 nanoseconds and then
Oh, yeah.
and then we're good.
There you go.
Yeah. Hey.
Yep. Now that I have you.
Yeah. Now that you're here.
Here's Beach Tea.
Oh, but yeah, man, it definitely was cool talking. And yeah, anything you ever guys need down the line or anything, if I could help, just hit me up.
We sure will, man. We appreciate your support and I'm sure we'll be talking again soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll see you soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, that'd be cool as hell too. Yeah, man. Yeah, appreciate you guys.
Yeah. Right back at you, brother.
Hell yeah. Well, you guys enjoy the rest of your night.
Yeah, you too.
You too.